Harold, 67, watering plants. His face is gentle but a little tired. He thought it was just age, a little fatigue after gardening, a bit of swelling in his ankles, maybe too much salt at dinner last night. Nothing serious, right? But what if I told you that these tiny, almost invisible signs could be your body's way of saying, "I'm in danger"? You can lose 80% of your kidney function and still feel perfectly fine, until one day your body stops filtering life itself. Your kidneys don't scream for help, they whisper. They show you quiet signs in your eyes, your skin, your breath. And if you don't listen, those whispers become silence. In this video, we'll uncover 17 visible signs your kidneys are in trouble and how you can spot them before it's too late. Because early detection isn't just prevention, it's survival. Every day, your kidneys quietly filter more than 50 gallons of blood, removing waste, balancing your fluids, and keeping your heart beating in rhythm. Yet most people never think about them until they stop working. So how do you know your kidneys are crying for help before the damage is done? It's often the smallest things we ignore every single day, that carry the loudest warnings. Foam in your urine, swollen ankles, waking up several times at night to use the bathroom. They might seem harmless, but to a trained eye, they're messages from the kidneys. The kidneys don't cry out in pain when they're in trouble. Instead, they whisper through changes you can see. Let's start with one of the earliest, foamy urine. When your urine starts to look like the top of a beer, thick, white foam that doesn't fade, it's not just random bubbles. It's often protein leaking into your urine, a clear sign your kidneys' filters are damaged. Healthy kidneys act like tight sieves, holding protein inside your blood. But when the filters weaken, protein seeps through and ends up where it shouldn't, in your urine. And when that happens, the rest of your body starts to notice. Try this simple test. Gently press your thumb against your shin. If a dent stays behind for a few seconds, it could mean your body is retaining fluid, another early warning sign. This swelling, called edema, often starts in the ankles, feet, or around the eyes. When protein leaks out of your blood, your body loses the ability to hold fluid inside your vessels. The fluid seeps into your tissues, and gravity does the rest. It's a cruel trick. You're swelling on the outside, but inside, your body is actually dehydrated. Your kidneys sense the lack of fluid and hold on to more salt and water, creating a vicious cycle. And then there's the nighttime trips to the bathroom. If you find yourself waking up 2, 3, even 4 times a night to urinate, that's not just aging. It's your kidneys losing the ability to concentrate urine. At night, healthy kidneys make concentrated urine to conserve water. When that process breaks down, your bladder fills faster and you have to wake up to empty it. It's one of the first signs that your kidneys' regulation systems are struggling. The body is a brilliant communicator if we learn to listen. Swollen legs, foamy urine, restless nights. Each one might seem small, but together they tell a story of an organ working overtime. When you start noticing these signs, don't ignore them. They don't always mean kidney disease, but they always mean your body needs attention. Because the earlier we catch the problem, the more we can do to reverse it. The body never lies. It always tells the truth, quietly, patiently, waiting for us to listen. Coming up next, the hidden clues, how your skin, nails, and even your breath reveal what's happening inside your kidneys.
Sometimes the body speaks, not in pain, but in color. A faint line on your nails, a change in your skin, even a strange taste in your mouth. All small clues pointing towards something much deeper. Take your nails, for example. Healthy nails usually have a consistent color, maybe a slight pale crescent near the base called a lunula. But in people with kidney disease, we sometimes see what's known as half and half nails. The bottom half appears pale or white, while the top half looks reddish or brownish. It doesn't happen to everyone, but when it does, it's your body's visual signal that your kidneys aren't clearing waste properly, that toxins are building up in your bloodstream. And those toxins don't just affect your nails. They can also change how your skin looks and feels. An itch that never goes away, especially one that's worse at night, can be another hidden clue. When waste builds up in the blood, the skin becomes an exit door the kidneys can no longer open. That irritation you feel on the outside? It's often a reflection of what's trapped inside. These toxins stimulate special nerve endings that make your skin ultra-sensitive. Even light fabric can feel like sandpaper. And because the itch worsens at night, it robs people of sleep, which then worsens fatigue and healing. But sometimes the discomfort isn't on the skin, it's underneath. Cramps, restless legs, a strange twitching that keeps you awake when you just want rest. When your kidneys can't balance minerals like calcium, magnesium, and phosphate, your muscles pay the price. They cramp, tighten, and ache, especially at night. And while most people reach for magnesium supplements, the real problem might be their kidneys struggling to keep the balance right. And then there's the taste, metallic, bitter, like you're chewing on a coin. It's called uremic taste, and it happens when waste compounds normally filtered by your kidneys make their way into your saliva. Those waste products are broken down by mouth bacteria into ammonia, which gives your breath a smell like urine and your food an awful metallic taste. If food suddenly stops tasting right, or your breath changes for no reason, don't ignore it. Your mouth might be warning about your kidneys. Nails, skin, breath, muscles. The clues are all there. Not loud, not dramatic, just steady reminders that your body is paying attention even when you aren't. The key isn't to panic, it's to be aware. Because awareness turns fear into action, and action saves lives. The truth is, the human body is always on your side. Even when it whispers, it's still trying to protect you. You just have to learn how to listen. Next, when chemistry turns against you, how minerals like phosphate and calcium silently damage your blood vessels and bones.
Inside your body, everything is meant to flow. Minerals, nutrients, blood. But when the kidneys begin to fail, that balance starts to break. And the same chemistry that once kept you alive begins to turn against you. The kidneys are the body's chemists. They decide how much calcium, phosphorus, potassium, and sodium stay, and how much go. But when kidney function drops, that chemistry goes haywire. Phosphate begins to build up in your blood. It starts pulling calcium out of your bones, making them weak, brittle, prone to fracture. And then it deposits that same calcium right into your arteries. It's one of the cruelest ironies of kidney disease. Your bones soften while your arteries turn to rock. Harold thought it was just age, that his bones were just getting old. But what was really happening was chemical confusion, his body stealing calcium from where it was needed most. When calcium coats your blood vessels, they stiffen. Your heart has to pump harder. Blood pressure rises, and over time, the same deposits that should be in your bones start clogging your arteries. It's called vascular calcification. And once it starts, it can turn a mild kidney problem into a full-blown heart condition. For millions of older adults, this chemical chaos hides in plain sight. You don't feel phosphate building up. You don't feel calcium leaving your bones. But the effects appear in your joints, in your heart, in your fatigue that never fully fades. This is what happens when the kidneys can't remove excess minerals. The system turns cloudy, chaotic, toxic. But here's the good news. Chemistry can be restored. Through diet, hydration, and early detection, we can slow or even reverse this imbalance. Because chemistry isn't destiny, it's a language. And when you learn to listen to what your body is trying to tell you, you can help rewrite the story. When you protect your kidneys, you're not just saving an organ, you're preserving the harmony of your whole body, your heart, your bones, your blood. The chemistry of life only becomes dangerous when we stop paying attention. So listen closely, because the next time your body whispers, it might be trying to protect your heart and your future. Next, the turning point. How small daily changes can restore kidney health and energy before it's too late.
Every healing journey begins the same way, with a small, almost invisible choice. A choice to listen, to slow down, to finally ask, what is my body trying to tell me? It's never about perfection. It's about awareness, noticing when something feels off, when your energy drops, when swelling, itching, or fatigue seem to linger longer than they should. That awareness is your turning point. For Lucy, it started with routine lab work, a few elevated creatinine and urea levels. But because she caught it early, she turned her numbers around within months. Small steps, more water, less salt, more plant-based foods. It's not about restriction, it's about restoration. Every meal, every sip, every walk outside helps your kidneys breathe again. You don't have to be a doctor to protect your kidneys. You just have to be curious. Check your blood pressure, stay hydrated, move your body, and never ignore what your body is trying to show you. The kidneys are quiet organs, humble workers that never ask for attention. But when you take care of them, they reward you with more than health. They give you clarity, energy, peace. For Harold, the turning point wasn't a medicine or a diet plan. It was a moment, realizing he still had years left to feel strong, to play, to live fully. Your body is always trying to heal, even now. It just needs your partnership. Because kidney disease doesn't begin overnight, and neither does recovery. But with every mindful choice, you shift the direction of your future. From silence to awareness, from chemistry to balance, from warning signs to healing. This is your turning point. Listen, act, heal.